I'm about to cut my grass, but welcome back to part 3 of the Prodigal Son. We left off, the younger son has gone out to a faraway country. He's now working with unclean pigs, which is very, very wrong in his religion of being Jewish. And now he is coming up with a way to talk to his father so he can come back to his house. Luke 15:19. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired servants. And he arose and came to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and felt compassion and ran and embraced and kissed him. And the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. But the father said to his servants, Bring quickly the best robe and put it on him, and a ring on his hand, and shoes on his feet. And bring the fattened calf and kill it, and let us eat and celebrate. So a few things to digest here. You may be thinking, why did the father accept his young son to come straight back to him? You may be thinking, why did he give him a robe? Why did he give him a ring? And why did he give him sandals? Why did he offer to kill the fattest calf? Well, let's dissect it. First, why was he so happy? Well, obviously he was happy he saw his son. He hasn't seen his son in a long time and he has come back home. As a father myself for 2 kids, I'd be very happy if my kids went away one day and then came back after some time and realized that they needed to come home. Under the circumstances, because he ran out of money, not too happy, but nonetheless, he saw his son and was excited. Now the servants he had would have been chasing behind him. Back then it was very uncommon for a man to run around, especially one of high stature. If he was running, the servants would be like, oh, something's wrong, we must follow our master and find out what's happening. The servants would have been chasing behind him. Then they would have seen the father, embracing his son, running towards him, surely a joyous occasion. And he said to the servants, grab us a robe. Obviously his son has been in hard times. He has no money, he's been working as a pig farmer. So the first thing the father wants to do is clothe his son. Now the ring. The ring back in those days was almost used as a pen, so to speak. Because when people would sign treaties or properties, it would be in a wax. You know those little stamps that you can get that you push down and it like has your monogram or something like that? That's what rings were used for. It was a way to sign things in wax. So the father has already accepted the son back into his life and says, here is a ring, you may use this. And sandals. Obviously, back in those days, it was very common for people to walk around barefoot. Thus meaning sandals are more of a luxury. Not like today where you have 20 pairs of shoes for each different occasion, but a pair of sandals was very luxurious, just like the robe. Now the son said, I have sinned against you and heaven's father, but the father doesn't see it like that. The dad says, you've gone off on your own, you tried to be by yourself, now come back to me. The perfect parable. Going away from what we believe in, what our faith is. We're trying to do things on our own in the materialistic world, in the world run by the flesh. We're trying to do so much by ourselves that we say we don't need God, we don't need Jesus. But yet when things get hard and we lose everything in the material world, we go back to our spiritual world. And then we ask for forgiveness. We say we've sinned, and then we ask for a way out. We've all done it. Many, many times. We stray off our path and we have to realign ourselves and go back on our natural path that we decided to be on. So the son has gone out, walked with unclean things, gone against his religion, and then come back to the father. Tomorrow we're going to explore the killing of the fattened calf, how the older brother reacts, and continue the parable of the prodigal son tomorrow in part 4. So I'm going to go cut my grass. You guys, if you can relax today, go ahead and do that. And remember, get rest and stay blessed.